black power?
Black power.
Can I get a black pride?
Black power.
Black pride.
Black power.
Black pride.
Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson. Gregory Johnson.
Big Baptist fraternity is right here. We're gonna block this whole street up. And we're gonna set up shop right here. So one more time, what do we want justice for? For who?
Gregory Johnson.
Say his name.
Gregory Johnson.
Say his name.
Gregory Johnson.
Say his name.
Gregory Johnson.
Say his name. We right here with it, y'all.
Gregory Johnson. 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 Gregory Johnson.
Greg's blood! Blood!
No, like
The towels they used to clean his blood up in a suicide! He had a crack on the back of his head. When I got him to the funeral, this is blood! Blood! They did, it wasn't enough to kill him. They had to kill us all. They killed my family. That's what they did because they lied about how he died. They murdered him in there. He was in the bed. I got bloody pillowcases. They threw the mattress out. The mattress was full of blood. No suicide here. They murdered him. And they treated us like we were animals. The coroner's office wouldn't let us see him. I had to get him back to Clear Lake. It took me 13 days to raise money to get him home so I could find a crack on the back of his head. November 22nd, 2008, 4 Clear Lake police officers came to my home 7 hours after Gregory was supposed to have been found dead in this Sigma Chi frat house in the basement. Officer Studer came inside. I fell out on the floor, and he had his hand on his gun all the while. I called the coroner's office and asked to come down here in Santa Clara County Coroner to see my son, identify him. I didn't believe it was him. I didn't because they said he committed suicide. I know my child would not commit suicide. He had no reason. He was not depressed. They lied. Sigma Chi lies and covers up. They lie. There's no evidence, there's no record ever of Gregory having any mental issues, ever in his life. He wanted to help everybody. Gregory started preaching when he was 10 years old. 10 years old. He started preaching at the church. Gregory knew God. He would not hurt himself. It took me 13 days to get his body back home. And as we were dressing him, because I dressed him, I put him in his blanket when he was born. I wanted to dress him one last time. And I bought a camera because I knew they were lying. And that's when I found a 6-inch crack on the back of my son's head. And his neck was racked. It was not from a hanging. His neck was racked. It was stretched out of shape. To this day, where did the bloody towels and stuff came from? Somebody put them in his hamper. You see, when we came the next day to collect his things, all of his things were already in boxes, already packed up to go. They took me down in the basement, a 5'10" each basement, and my son is 6'4", 210 pounds. And they claimed that they found him hanging down there. Not so. I went through his hamper, and this is where I found his bloody towel. And it's more than that. More than that. I don't understand why they hated him so much. The ones that's here now, they weren't there. Why aren't they out here? Why aren't they out here? Because it's more important to be a part of some kind of fraternity than it is to be a human being.
Wow.
That's why. That's why. We sent a FOIA in. When we got the FOIA back, we got nothing. We got 10 pages of phone conversations between me and the agent, Alex Kobazak, and the rest was a request for reports. Nothing about what really happened. I asked him about the other 290 pages and the autopsy pictures that I never got. And he told me if we released it was a matter of national security. So they turned the FOIA down.
You got a federal judge down there, cousin. He need to go too.
Oh, yes.
There ain't no
Another
room.
one. He knew that there was no statute of limitations on murder. When we got to court, that's what he threw the case out for, the statute of limitations. Looked me right in my face and told me we were gonna come back in 3 days because the state that represents San Jose State and Sigma Chi's attorney, they came to court with no paperwork, no discovery. They had nothing. It was a kangaroo court.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice.